Rachel Botsman, 1994. In a paper titled The Trust Economy, technologist Rachel Botsman wrote about people renting homes to strangers via digital platforms. She was told, "No one will ever sleep in a stranger's house." Then came Airbnb, and Uber, and the sharing economy. Botsman didn't invent it, but she saw it coming before anyone else did. Bill Gates, 2015. In a TED Talk, Bill Gates warned that the world was unprepared for a deadly viral outbreak. He described nearly every stage of the COVID-19 pandemic years before it happened. People shrugged. Tech guys don't do medicine. Then 2020 happened, and suddenly everyone wished they'd listened. Dr. Dilip Mahalanabis, 1990. Dr. Dilip Mahalanabis pushed for using oral rehydration solution, ORS, to save children from cholera and diarrhea. Peers mocked it. Too simple, too cheap. But in refugee camps, it worked. Today, ORS is credited with saving over 70 million lives globally. His reward: humility and the thanks of a quieter world. Dr. David Kelly, 2003. Dr. David Kelly, a British weapons expert, claimed that intelligence about Iraq's WMDs was exaggerated. The government denied it. Days later, he was found dead. But years on, investigations revealed he was largely right. No WMDs were ever found. A crazy insider? No. An inconvenient truth-teller. Vannevar Bush, 1946. A scientist and advisor described a machine called the Memex, a personal device that stores all knowledge connected by trails. People said it was sci-fi fantasy, but this fantasy looked a lot like the internet, hyperlinks and all. He was dreaming of Google before computers were even in homes. Mycologist Paul Stamets, 1970. The guy who said mushrooms talk believed fungi had complex communication systems. Scientists called it hippie nonsense. He insisted mushrooms could think, or at least signal. Decades later, studies showed mycelium networks that transmit data across forests like a natural internet. From joke to genius, the mushroom guy was way ahead. Jocelyn Burnell, 1967. A young researcher noticed strange repeating signals from space. Her supervisor joked, "Must be little green men." But she stayed serious and discovered the first pulsar. Her male colleagues got the Nobel Prize. She got ignored. But today, she's recognized as a pioneer in astrophysics. The real signal? Her persistence. Dr. John Snow, 1854. While people blamed bad air for cholera, one doctor had a wild idea. Maybe it was the water. Dr. John Snow removed a water pump handle on Broad Street, and the outbreak stopped. Everyone said he was insane. Germs? In water? Ridiculous. Today, he's known as the father of modern epidemiology. The crazy part? He proved it before germ theory even existed. Kevin Heath, 1990. A farmer named Kevin Heath claimed that unchecked goat populations were going to destroy vast ecosystems. Officials laughed. Wild goats? Not a threat. Fast forward to now. Feral goats in Australia outnumber cattle and have devastated native habitats. That goat guy? He was 1 decade early. Today, controlling feral goats is a billion-dollar problem. Patricia McGinnis, 1982. Patricia ran a small business in California and wrote articles predicting a future where people would receive products delivered in 1 day, ordered from home. No one took her seriously. Fast shipping for everything from a screen? Decades later, Amazon Prime made it real. The woman who imagined Prime before Bezos? Just a local business owner with a big vision. Dr. May Berenbaum, 1990. Biologist Dr. May Berenbaum warned of declining bee populations due to pesticides. Her findings were brushed off as fringe science. "The bees will be fine," they said. "Now we know about colony collapse disorder, and global food security is at risk." The crazy bee lady? She's now a leading voice in ecological science. Ignaz Semmelweis, 1847. Dr. Semmelweis noticed that women giving birth with the help of doctors had higher death rates than those with midwives. His theory? Doctors were not washing their hands. He mandated hand washing with a chlorine solution, and death rates plummeted. But his colleagues rejected the idea. He was eventually fired and institutionalized. Today, hand washing is the cornerstone of modern hygiene. They called him mad. He was just clean. And 150 years ahead. Katia and Maurice Krafft. This French volcanologist couple was obsessed with studying active volcanoes. They got dangerously close. People called them reckless, suicidal, volcano chasers. But their footage helped save thousands of lives, especially after the Mount Pinatubo eruption, where their warnings helped evacuate towns. They died doing what they loved, but their data is still used to this day. Crazy? Maybe, but their bravery rewrote the book on volcanic science. Marian Diamond, 1960. Neuroscientist Marian Diamond claimed the brain could change and grow, even in adulthood. The scientific community laughed. The adult brain is fixed, they said. But she proved otherwise. Her research on Einstein's brain and enriched environments sparked a revolution. Today, neuroplasticity is widely accepted and applied in stroke recovery, learning, and therapy. Her nickname? The woman who made brains exciting. Stewart Callendar, 1938. Engineer and amateur scientist Guy Stewart Callendar compiled decades of temperature data and made a bold claim. Burning fossil fuels was heating the planet. He even calculated how much CO2 was increasing. Scientists scoffed. The Earth is too big to be affected by humans, they said. But Callendar's graphs, hand-drawn and data-rich, were eerily accurate. Today, we call it climate change. He warned us before it was cool, and long before it got hot.